Okay, I'm going to quickly run through rectangular into polar form for these purely real or purely imaginary numbers. So numbers like 3 or -2 where they don't have an imaginary part, or numbers like 4i and -5i where they don't have a real part. So again, I've done these by hand before. A different video, I know the answers I'm expecting. I'm going to do these in degrees. So I'm in degrees mode. Doing them in radians would be the same method, just kind of using what I covered in the other video on radians. So if you're converting just a real number like 3 into polar form, remember that 3 can be rewritten as 3 plus 0i. So if it is a purely real number, there is no imaginary part, so the imaginary part is 0. So when you put this in, so you shift plus 3, comma, 0, close your bracket, equals, and there's your 3 cis 0. Okay, so just be careful not to mix up the real and the imaginary part. It's the real part that goes in first and the imaginary part that goes in second. Second one is just -2, so shift plus -2, comma, 0, because that can be rewritten as -2 plus 0i, equals 2 cis 180. Okay, so it deals with these numbers which are just sitting on either the real or the imaginary axis on the Argand diagram perfectly. Okay, it will give the 4 angles correctly. 4i then, so just purely imaginary this time. So just a slight difference in how I enter this one. It will be 0 and then 4. Because 4i is 0 plus 5i. So remember, it's the real part first. That's your A. And there's 4 cis 90, which is what I got. Last one then, -5i, and I'm expecting 5 cis minus 90 for this. So -5i is the same thing as 0 minus 5i. So shift plus 0, comma, -5, close your bracket, equals, and there's my 5 cis minus 90. Done.